Yo, what's good, guys? And today I'm going to be voice overing my friend's gameplay, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, we're up against Jason. You know, I'm actually notorious for stomping on Jason players. They're very scared to play against me. My Dust-A-Card gameplay is peak. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look around for the killer instead of helping my two-time on Jen. I'm going to zap him, and I'm gonna just, you know, shield him. No! Who would have known shooting someone who was like 2 studs away from me wasn't a good idea? Okay, I need to run. That's okay though. They call me the Jason Stomper, so I'm fine. Okay, let's take the least loopy turns. Okay. What? Playing against Sean Doe. I'm gonna be playing as Dust-A-Card, as you know. I am the #1 Dust-A-Card main in the West. Okay, so first step is to walk in the arms. You know, that's part of my plan. You see, I walk in the arms to make the killer think I'm an easy target. I am easy target, but, you know, reverse psychology. Alright, my teammate's getting chased. Instead of shielding, I am going to zap. Zapping is good, but let's see my shield skills. Okay, I am just going to emote. Alright, the killer is seeing me emoting. I'm going to hit the arms again, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I almost hit the arms again. You know, I did a decent shield on my builder, man, but you know, I'm just glad this killer's stupid, because they could have been killing me on that. Alright, headbutt into that tree twice, because, you know, I just really like trees, guys. Trees are just my favorite plant. I'm gonna do zigzags for some reason. Alright, stamina getting 0. You see, that was also part of my plan. 0 stamina shows confidence. It shows girth. It shows growth. Alright, I'm gonna emote on him again. You know, I'm just trying to get this killer to target me, you know what I mean? Because I'm the best Dust-A-Card. I'm going to bump into that spike, juke the brakes off this guy though. I almost run into his trap, and he does spikes, and yeah, I kind of get cornered, but you know, boom, good juke. Okay, that's not a good juke. That is not a good juke. This is not looking too good for me. I can only take 2 more hits until I die, but that's okay, because I'm the best Dust-A-Card out there. They don't call me the best for nothing. Alright, doing spikes, and watch this pro dodge. Boom! You saw how pro that dodge was? And alright, that zap, that was also intentional. That was a plasma beam set from the heavens, you know what I mean? Alright, anyways, we were just going to loop him in the same spot. And stamina gets to 0 again. Okay. We should have been sprinting there. Alright, we walk into his trail for some reason, so now we're 1 shot. But that was intentional. Like I said, you want to be 1 shot. Okay, we don't talk about that. Alright, we're gonna intrude in this next match because I've done nothing but emote all game. The killer's not on me. I wanted to dip my leg in that poison right there because, you know, I just felt like I need a little moisture on my feet. If you're right, I'm a zap right in front of the killer. They could have hit me with like basically anything, but they didn't. Alright, now I'm gonna emote some more as if I'm not the most likely to get targeted and instantly die. I'm gonna get hit with walk speed override because I am actually an idiot. Thank God I have an Elliot throw me pizza, because if not, I would literally be screwed, because I am the most useless Dust-A-Card ever. Yes, guys, I'm admitting it. I know I said I was the best, but quite frankly, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. Hopefully we can shield for a teammate. That's a perfect shield position. And I stopped shooting. Boom! There goes the tower. Watch crumble. See, I'm emoting after that play, because that was an amazing play. The shield for 0.1 seconds. Alright, zap, and I do hit both of them. That was a good zap on my part, I will not lie. Alright, Elliot tries to heal. But honestly, I kind of want that pizza. I want that pizza, bro. I want that pizza so badly. I should have stolen from him. You know, I am the type of person to steal pizzas from people. Now I'm just going to emote in front of the killer. Even though, you know, he still could kill me. I'm like barely better than this guy. Alright, here I am just looping this killer. I've been looping him for quite a long bit. Yeah, this guy is so easy to beat. I only have a minute left. Oh, made a little oopsie daisies there, bumping my head on the wall, and oh, yeah, that's not good. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. As you know, I am the Jason Stomper. You know, I hit that tree, but that's okay. That's okay. That was part of my plan. It's called a juke. It's called a mind game. Oh, that's not a mind game. You already know we about to spin back though, because we're playing John Doe. I absolutely do not know what I'm doing. I do not even use traps on John Doe. But let's see. Will I trap? I will not trap. As you guys know, I am the #1 John Doe player without using traps. Why is that so? Because I don't know how to use traps. I'm also the #1 corrupt energy user. Why is that so? Okay, I'm actually not. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna try to attack this people. I did attack the lamppost. That was part of my plan. Okay, hitting the guest. All right, now I'm placing a trap, but that was a strategic trap because I knew the Shaletsky would stun me. Totally didn't get lucky. That was all part of my plan. Now I'm just gonna swing until he dies. Nice. Already got a kill. You already know I'm the GOAT, guys. I got that kill on him, and you know how to hump his dead body. All right, now I see the chance. Chance to flip a coin. I'm trying to kill him. All right, now let's get this guy in the shen. But you know, that was just a scare tactic. I had to move my spikes away last second. Okay, hit him and then trap nothing. Yeah, okay. You see, the plan was he was going to block and parry my trap. But as you know, you can't do that. I think you can't do that. I haven't tested it out, right? Okay, last man standing already. We're up against a chance. Okay, let's find this chance. We're gonna reveal, even though they're already revealed when last man standing happens. I don't know why I revealed, but you know, it's called a game plan. So now I have no idea where this guy is, but we're gonna try to find him. Is he up here? I have no idea where he is. Yep, obviously I don't know where I am, but that was also part of my plan, because now he wasted his stamina. Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you? Alright, now we're gonna chase the chance. Now we're gonna use our spikes, and we are going to not really do anything with them. That was not the best block off, because they're not really blocked off with that, but that's okay, because we're John Doe, right? Okay, we get a nice swing in, there. Okay, and boom, boom. That's how easy it is, bro. Finally, my first killer win. Jeez, I mean, my 300th killer win. All right, we're playing John Doe again. If I win this will actually be my 1000th killer win. So we're gonna reveal for absolutely no fucking reason. We're not gonna do any traps. We're just gonna reveal and rush the survivors because John Doe is not a trapper. It's a misconception. Alright, we're now going to try to trap off this dude, and I think we were able to do it. Yes, we were. Let's get a nice swing on him right there. And another swing that does literally nothing. We're going to waste some stamina by letting it get to 110 and just not sprinting. And we're going to go ahead and get stunned. Now, instead of using our speed boost to catch back up to him, we're going to spike and hit no spikes. Now, the thing that does is it scares him off. So now that guy is going to be so paranoid, he won't ever come back to stun us. Yeah, sure, he just ate a chicken. He's probably just going to walk off what we did, but that's okay. Alright, now there's 2 guests. Alright, we're going to miss our hits, but that's intentional because he brought us to the AFK Shaletsky. Alright, we're not going to really finish him off because I can't really aim. Okay, hit this person. I have no sense of awareness of how tall people are, so I thought that would hit. I get randomly stunned. You know, who even cares about that guy? And the guest I was chasing is gone. We've completely lost them. Let's chase the other guest though, okay? M1 missed. It's for pressure. M1 missed. Somehow we hit that one though. You know, I do have to question how bad these survivors are to be getting hit by me even once. But anyways, let's go ahead and rush some more people. You know, this chance looks very juicy to kill. And I mean, that was a very easy kill. You know, that chance kind of resembles me gambling at the start of the game and proceeding to get 2-tapped. Okay, the guest knocks me out of the sword range, which is perfect. You know, that guest is actually a paid actor. I actually paid that guy to help me record because I knew like I wasn't gonna win without some survivor help. As always, you know, that's how I usually do it. Anyways, we're gonna chase this guy and miss all of our M1s, but that's okay, cause you know, 10 missed M1s in 1 hit is still positive trade. Okay. Alright, so we're going to reveal here. We've still done like the worst traps ever. We have not trapped any bridges, but that will change now. We are going to finally trap a bridge. Okay, now we're going to run over to the survivors. And we're going to do our spikes. That was a very risky spike, but it worked. Now, the guest kind of stood there and just kind of accepted his fate. So we're just going to go ahead and chase him and try to finish him off. Okay, I wanted to hit that tree on purpose. See, that tree reminds me of my dead great-great-grandfather. He loved trees, and I did not like that man. So I had to make sure to hit that tree. And boom, out of nowhere, we just get that Elliot. See, that was a perfect play. Alright, M1 nothing, because I want to cut the air. You see, commonly used strategies by pro killers only is they'll M1 the air. This cuts the air density in half and makes it hard to breathe. It's like soaring at a high altitude. Trust me, it always works. Alright, we're going to chase this guest. M1 hit nothing. M1 hit their block and decided to run away. Get our stamina to 0 because 0 stamina is the best stamina. And proceed to hit a lot of our spikes. You know, you see why they call me the spike master? Oh my god. I'm just so good at this game. Alright, we're gonna hit nobody. Alright, the noob is kind of getting away, but we're also gaining a lot of stamina on them. Alright, so instead of finishing off the noob, we are going to go for the Shiletsky nearby. Alright, I am stunned. Let's see. Will I spike? I will not spike. I have learned my ways. My mistakes are gone. I will not spike after being stunned for no reason. And we are just wiping out this lobby. Finally, I'm going to trap something. There's no one here, so this trap isn't really good. Like, there's absolutely no one here, in fact. But it's a trap. A trap is a trap. See, we haven't really trapped any of the bridges besides that one. We haven't trapped the mansion. We're not the best at trapping, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show you that this guy is the best M1 killer, better than Jason. People say, "Oh, Cool King Jason's fastest." No, he's not. You're just not playing John Doe White, the GOAT. You see what I'm doing here? If you wanna be pro like me, imitate it. All right, I might have gotten juked 3 times and punched his block, but did I waste his time? Yes. Did he waste my time even harder? Yeah, maybe. But that's okay. Alright, he's obviously going to try to punch me there. And instead of punishing him for missing his punch, I'm just going to keep tunneling the same guest. Because my brain, my prefrontal cortex is a little damaged. But only slightly. Okay, maybe more than slightly. My doctors, they've said more than that. Anyways, the guest misses their punch again. I probably could have killed him by now if I just punished the punches. But I have not. And I just spiked absolutely nothing. Now, that was also part of my plan. Maybe if I just punished the guest and didn't spike nothing, I probably could have killed this guy and the other guest. But, you know, you gotta let the survivors win sometimes, right?